Hi, this is Cecilia from Tarot by Cecilia, and today is Saturday, April 2nd, 2022. The tarot card for today is the Four of Pentacles. This one is labeled the Four of Coins, and it's from a deck called the Disney Villains Tarot, which you can get in like your normal places like on Amazon. I actually won my copy on Instagram. Now, looking at the card itself, it is very interesting. Treasure, right? And treasure is different to everyone. What you feel is, important to you. But this is a good card for today because later today, like midday, the moon's going to move into Taurus. And Taurus likes all of the bling, like we see here. Mercury is going to conjunct Chiron today in the sign of Aries. I think that this is a good thing. There's, this time frame here that we're in where while this is a card about holding on to things and all that kind of stuff, it's also about being conservative. But there's healing here that can take place. But we got a couple more things going on, and if you want to read more about them, honestly, go to my calendar and read there. It will give you better explanations. But the sun is going to sextile Uranus. There's an itch here that needs to be scratched, and it's really quite the opposite of the Four of Pentacles card itself. Okay, the Four of Pentacles card is about, I like what I have and I'm keeping it this way. And the sun sextile Uranus is a little more like, I want to try something different, and just kind of having that ants in your pants feeling there. One of the best things that's happening today is a conjunction between the sun and Mercury, and that is what's known as a cazimi, meaning Mercury is like in the heart of the sun. What makes this one such a good one is that Mercury is not retrograde, so your ability to communicate is phenomenal. All right, keep that in mind. If you have any important conversations you want to have, it's a good time to have them. Maybe even dating wise, all right, you might be able to have a good conversation with someone to understand them better and get to know them. So yeah, I like that there. Now, we still have Venus in Aquarius, and today's Aries moon, as the day begins, is going to sextile Venus. Still, I feel a good day for dating. Now, here's the tricky part. The Aries moon is also going to make a square to Pluto before it moves into Taurus. And I think you're the only one who knows whether or not within certain relationships there may be difficulties. If there are, this is going to bring them out and exacerbate them. Okay, just people who behave badly, and that's really often one of the only ways that you can deal with these kind of things is if you know it exists. What do? You avoid it. And that's not a bad thing to avoid it. Why engage in something that you know is going to have a certain outcome? Okay, back to our card. Especially since that treasure is hoarded in that chest. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a little bit of it looks like it's spilling out. When you stop and you look at things like this, sometimes it is in comparison to life, like what you value and everything, and you don't want to lose it. You don't want it to get away, that kind of a thing. Sometimes you have to put a little bit of it out there. Your treasure chest may not be as full. It can be difficult when you're trying. Maybe you're trying to save for something special. There's definitely something going on here, and I know for some of you it may have to do with money that you didn't want to spend, and something may happen and you need to. So this card has what comes with it known as a very conservative approach, kind of miserly, penny pinching even. And that can be a good thing. It's not a bad thing at all, because under the influence of the Taurus moon, we often get the urge to spend more money. And the reason that I say this is a lot of times we don't realize it. I always give the example of going to the grocery store and how it's wise to stick to a list when you go during a Taurus moon, because you may wind up with a cart that's very full and spend a lot of extra money and have a lot of things in there that are just comfort food that you could, wind up binging something on Netflix and just hanging out mindlessly. So it is a very kind of be careful type of energy. All right, so you can definitely apply this card to that. Anyway, we're still under the influence of that Aries new moon, obviously, and you have a lot to be doing, and so you don't want to just, stay in one position and do nothing. But I feel that this is more about how you spend for today. And I would suggest going and reading on my calendar on my website. And I want to thank you all very much for being here. I'll see you here again tomorrow. And as always, have a great day.